Sometimes I just feel like everything is happening so fast, and I'm at half speed, and I can't react to everything in time, and no one will help me, and the weight of everything that I'm supposed to be doing just gets heavier and heavier, and it's crushing me, and I can't breathe, and my back gets really hot and sweaty, and I just want to give up. The young man sitting in the comfy chair seemed to deflate as he finished, laying back and looking to the bespectacled man in the pullover sweater. "How often does this happen, Joseph?" the bespectacled man inquired, adjusting his glasses as he made small notations on his pad. Once a day, maybe 2 or 3 times if I get really stressed." The doctor kept picking the skin of his fingers as he listened intently. The deep scars and redness indicated he'd been at it for quite some time. "And why do you think that is?" "I don't know. That's why I'm here, Dr. Worson." "It's actually Wormson." A surprised and disgusted look crossed the young man's face that he immediately tried to hide. The doctor laughed. "It's all right. It's not the prettiest name, but it's mine. Which is a fairly useful segue into your problem, Joseph." The young man squinted skeptically. "It is?" "Yeah. Everyone has a name, pretty or not. And everyone has anxiety, manageable or not." The doctor leaned forward slightly. "Stress in and of itself is not bad. It's necessary. It acts as an impetus to get us moving, get us productive, to get us living. Without it, we'd all be sponges, just laying there. The problem arises when the amount of stress builds up to the point where its negative aspects outweigh the benefits. That's when anxiety shows up." Joseph leaned forward as well. "So, what do I do, Doc? I can't keep going like this. Do I try meds or yoga? What do I do?" "Those are methods we can try. We may need to experiment a little to get the dosages right on the meds. And you're gonna want to take it easy at first with the downward dog. But I actually would like to try something different entirely." The doctor pulled out what looked like a small necklace. At the end of its chain was a 5-pointed star. "What's that for?" "Hypnotism, Joseph. You ever been hypnotized?" Joseph laughed in spite of himself. "No. I always thought it was a scam." The doctor strung out the necklace to its full length. "Well, it only works if you want it to. Less expensive than the meds, less time-consuming than the yoga. The question is..." The doctor hung it at eye level between the two of them. "Do you want it to work?" Joseph stared at the hanging symbol. "Oh, okay. I'll try." "How many sessions will this take? I don't know if my insurance will cover many more." The doctor cut him off. "If you truly want this to work, and I believe you do, it should only take this one session. So, as difficult as it may be, try to relax." The doctor twitched his wrist slightly and let the star start to sway back and forth. "Just keep your eyes fixed on it, Joseph." Joseph's eyes obediently followed the swinging star. "Keep breathing. That's it." Joseph stared, and his eyes slowly but surely lost their focus. "That's it. We're going deep down." The doctor stopped the star and placed it back in his pocket. "Joseph, can you hear me?" Joseph continued staring dead ahead as his lips moved. "Yes." The doctor got up and walked behind Joseph in his comfy chair. "Do you see anything?" "No." The doctor took the thumb and pointer finger of his right hand and latched onto a small piece of skin on his left hand that he'd been picking at. "Where are you?" Pulling on his right hand, the doctor started to peel at his skin. "I'm in the dark." "Good," the blood-soaked creature said as it tossed the flaccid husk of skin out of sight into the large wastebasket next to the desk. "How do you feel?" "I feel calm." The creature opened its claw to reveal the star necklace, whispered something through its tangle of mandibles and teeth, set the necklace down on Joseph's lap, and sat down in the opposite chair with a sloppy squish. The star on the necklace began to shine, dimly. Muted yellow and red light shone weakly out of the 5 points of the star. The light grew in intensity and took on a life of its own. Large, bright yellow and red snakes wrapping themselves around Joseph's seated body. "Joseph, what are you most afraid of?" "Failure." The creature started to tap one of its talons against the cushion of the chair expectantly. "Joseph?" "Yes?" "I want you to picture yourself failing. Everything you've ever tried to do is ruined. All your family has abandoned you. Everyone sees you for who you truly are. You are a failure. You're failing. Picture that as clearly as you can." Tears started to form in Joseph's eyes. As they fell down his face, they changed trajectory and met, absorbing into one large tear. The tear turned a solid white and started to sprout what looked like ears. A small rabbit. The snake's interests were piqued. Yellow uncoiled from Joseph and in a flash wrapped itself around the unsuspecting rabbit. The rabbit's small mouth opened wide, seeming to emit silent, desperate shrieks. Red uncoiled as well and prepared to share. The creature in the chair stopped its tapping. Lunchtime. "Dr. Wormson, what do we do with a body once you've eaten his soul?" came blaring through the intercom. Almost all at once, Joseph was jerked out of his trance, the animals disappeared, he saw he was an arm's length away from something out of a nightmare, screamed some more, and then fled the room. "Joseph, it's just the after effect of the treatment. You'll be fine in a—" "Oh, forget it." The creature got up from his chair, made his way around, and sat at the desk. He pushed the intercom button gingerly with his claw. "Jennifer, could you come in here, please?" A young woman opened the door and stepped inside the office. Her face seemed to sag to the side, and the skin of her left leg seemed to be tearing. "You wanted to see me, doctor?" The creature's dozens of eyes glanced from the woman's face to her left leg and then back to her face. "Okay, first off, why aren't you wearing the suit?" She tugged on the skin as it tore. "I try, but it's just so itchy." "Yes, Jennifer, it's itchy. Mine is itchy. Yours is itchy. They're all itchy. But we have to wear them. And do you know why we have to wear them?" She stared at him blankly, itching the sagging side of her face. "We have to wear them because it puts them at ease. Once they're at ease, they'll trust us. Once they trust us, they'll drop their guard. Once they drop their guard, we get to eat their souls." Jennifer's sagging face continued as a blank slate. Putting his face in his claws and rubbing his numerous eyes, the creature tried again. Jennifer, what's your job here? The bird beak that could be clearly made out behind the skin mask moved as she spoke. I organize the client appointments. No, Jennifer, your one and only job is to make sure they don't know we're going to eat their souls. You sit at the desk. You look human. You wear the suit. You send them into my office. Once they are there, I take care of the rest. Nothing else. Are we understood? Jennifer had taken off her entire suit by this point and was stretching her wings. So, do you not want me to take the copays anymore? Jennifer, I swear to... Someone. I understand this is all very new for you. Your uncle and I serve the same Prince of Hell, so I'm doing him a favor by letting you work here. What I need from you to make sure we both get fed is cooperation and attention to detail. What do you say? Fresh start? Jennifer squawked loudly. Okay. The jingle of the front door was heard. That's probably your 2:30. I'll get it, Jennifer said as she opened the door and walked into the waiting room, skin suit trailing behind her talons. No, Jennifer! The terrified screams started almost immediately. Dr. Wormson slumped down onto the patient chair, grabbed a pillow, and, maneuvering it around his mandibles, screamed into it.